1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 Okay. Okay, Aaron, let me clear my throat. It's just the two of us, mate. It's just the two of us. Doesn't matter if I delay the start, people coming later anyway. They're operating on BMT. It's a different kind of timing schedule. So, a lot of people, Feminine Angry Dwarf is in the building. Oh dear. Oh dear. I thought it was just going to be me and Aaron tonight. Feminine Angry Dwarf making allegations because he saw me wiping the grease off my mouth. He saw me wiping the lamb grease off my mouth that I was eating my tea. Spurious allegations being made, leveled against my good self. Mutiny on the Bounty. Oh dear. Yes. So we are in the building. We are in the building tonight. It has been a very hectic day. But I'm feeling kind of fresh. I'm feeling fresher than I usually do at this time in proceedings. Tommy was Feminine Angry Dwarf said, well, first of all, let's get the music started. Let's get this party started right. Okay, there we have it. That's first thing. The second thing is I need to introduce myself to yourselves. Okay, this is Raphael Dawkins. It's Combat Radio. And this is live boxing talk with Raphie on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday UK time. And the lunchtime show is at 12:30 noon UK time. Okay, Tommy, I've just seen your message, mate. I've just seen your message. I know somebody put you up to it, my friend. I know it wouldn't have come from you. I know you know better than that, Tommy. So, yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. UK time. Saturday, 12:30 noon. Okay, so that is live boxing talk with Raphie, and this is our 25th episode, 25th weekday episode. I'm just getting the lamb out of my teeth. Some people ask me, is meat murder? And I say only when it gets stuck in your teeth. Okay. Aaron Mason is worried. Aaron Mason says this is the quietest I've seen your stream since you started up. Fear not, Aaron Mason, fear not. I will put on the warm-up video and that will entice the people in. It will draw them in. It will act like the warm-up video is like a snake charmer. Aaron Mason says his chat had frozen. He's on that talk. He's on the Talk network, so he couldn't see everybody else in the chat. He thought it was just me and him. He's on that he's on the Talk network. Yes, as I play the warm-in video, people, it acts like a snake charmer, and it draws people in. It draws people into the chat. Okay, so now, at this time, let me also tell you what we do with Raphael Dawkins. Well, I'm with EE also, Aaron Mason, and I thought that when I upgraded to fiber, it would be much, much better. It is better, but it's almost like the couple was more stable. I don't know. I really don't know. It's faster. It is faster, but I'm undecided. And apparently I'm from Box. My broadband, my high-speed broadband comes to my door. So there's different types of high-speed broadband. There's different types. There's high speed, which stops at the junction box, wherever the junction box is. You know, it could be a mile away, half a mile away, wherever. Or there's broadband, high-speed broadband that comes straight to your door. And the engineer was telling me I'm lucky because mine comes straight to my door. Not the one that was fitting it, but the one I told I was going to have it fitted because I was having problems with slow network, or not really slow. It was quite fast, but it wasn't uploading at the speed I required. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. So what we do at this time, people, is we play the warm-in video. We talk boxing. We talk boxing, all things boxing, in the ring, outside of the ring, the management aspects, promotional aspects. We are people who like boxing and like to watch boxing. Some participate in boxing, and we certainly all like to talk boxing. So at this point in the proceedings, I select a warm-in video. A warm-in video, which I look for live. I look for that stuff live as we move. Looking for the warm-in video. Okay. And we go retro. We're going to go back into the vaults. Deep into the vaults. Oh my gosh. Should I do this one? Should I do this one? Or should I do that one? Okay, yeah. I think I know which one I'm going to do. I think I know. I think I know which one I'm going to go with. Can I find it? I think I've gone past it. This is a part of the show looking for the warm. I found it. I found the warm-in videos. It should be a treat for those who came early. Is that going to be it? I don't know. Maybe we're going to go with this. Are we going with this? Yeah, we're going with this. We are going with this one. Should be quite entertaining. It's in recent history. Let me turn this thing up so you hear it nice and clearly. Let me share. Let me share with you. Application window. Boom. Share. Let's get this. Okay, so we're sharing now. Let's kill the music.
Yeah. Yes. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio, with another one. Damning statement. And this time, we're talking about developments in the Kubrat Pulev Jenny Sushi case or saga. Kubrat Pulev last night came out with a statement on his Facebook page, Pulev Sport, addressing the Jenny Sushi saga. And it reads, excuse the translation, but it reads, "This woman is not my type. I am not afraid. I have more videos if I have to." And it reads, the translation. This said Kubrat Pulev in front of the German newspaper Bild. The Bulgarian star in professional boxing made a brief comment about the incident with American reporter Jenny Sushi. Pulev kissed her, and that led to a scandal in the United States. "I have no fault in my career. I have given tens of thousands. Everyone knows me as kind and a polite man. This woman came to me at the drawing of the scale and said, after the fight, we will raise a party," shares Pulev in front of the reporter of Bild. Pulev denies the claim of reporter Jenny Sushi that shortly after the kiss, he grabbed her for the buttocks. The German coach of Pulev, Uli Wengner, also speaks in front of Bild. "I was right next to him. I was right next to them. It was after the game. Kubrat gave an interview to the beautiful and kind lady. Yeah, and then you kissed her. It was an expression of emotion," tells the 76-year-old specialist. He also denies Pulev catching Jenny for the buttocks. So there's a clear denial that Pulev caught Jenny for the buttocks. Very clear denial. Okay, we've all seen it by now. We all know what it is. We saw what happened at the after party. Jenny was there, she said, to interview some fighters. But as we see, her interview technique is unusual, but nonetheless impeccable. Impeccable interview technique. What a hell of a truth serum. As we see, she had the same dress, which was very noticeable, a yellow dress, or is it a shirt? Excuse me. It's a shirt, yellow shirt, gray jeans, the long dark hair, and of course the maybe I should pause it there. The well-developed frontal pectoral region. That was Jenny's interview technique. Pulev has made his response. Oh, perhaps we should address this picture while we are here. The picture on the right is legit. As you see the positioning of Jenny's hand, it is on the abdomen region. Very intimate nonetheless. The picture on the left of the screen is fake. It is a Photoshop with Jenny with her hand placed in the pubic area of Pulev. This is Photoshop, and this one is the real picture. My conclusions are that there is bound to be more to come, or rather, let me restate that. The ball is now in Jenny Sushi's court. She made a very strong allegation and lawyered up with a high-profile USA Me Too lawyer. The type of lawyer who wants to take a man to task, send him to the bank with a very large wheelbarrow of money. That's the type of lawyer that Jenny has employed. You know, you don't have to be skeptical to think that this is a clear money grab. That's what it looks like. If I'm wrong, please, Jenny, educate us. But you have to understand, it looks like a clear money grab. You was at the man's after party. You said you were there for interviewing purposes. But Jenny, it doesn't look like an interview. You're chilling with the people, chilling with the man's people. You seem happy to be there. This is the after party. There's that yellow shirt. And the next thing we know, you've lawyered up. Jenny, we really need the truth because it doesn't look good. It does not look good. It looks like a money grab. Now, if we're wrong, please tell us what is going on. What's going on in your mind? What is your overall objective? Please. This thing is like a chess game now. Pulev was wrong in the first instance. You made your move. You lawyered up. Made a damning statement. Pulev counteracted in this chess game. Now, it's your move, Jenny. The ball is in your court, but you're not looking good right now, Jenny. You're looking bad out here, Jenny. You're looking bad out here. But I'm not going to condemn just yet. I want to hear what Jenny has to say. Jenny, please, redeem yourself. Redeem yourself. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'm out.
Okay. Okay. Let me get in the proper screen. What's going on? Ugh. Let's see how we are doing. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we warmed in nicely. Everybody who's just come in and hasn't smashed the like button, kindly do so. I've been told by a man overseas. I've been told by a man overseas that it helps the visibility of the show. I thought you'd like that one. I thought you would like that one. Now, this is the part of the proceedings where we do our roll call, do our greetings. Okay, so Aaron Mason in the building. Feminine Angry Dwarf. Said I was having my tea. That's why there was a couple minutes delay. Spurious allegation. He reckons I was eating some finely seasoned lamb. New Zealand lamb. Tommy Temper in the building. Who else we got? TBK is in here. TBK, she says she's a lady. The Jenny Sushi lady is a lady of ill repute, allegedly. We all know that sitting on a man's lap like that is highly inappropriate on a first date, says TBK, or words to that effect. I've nicened it up a tad. I may have nicened it up a tad. TBK says he's going in. Oh dear, that's an unfortunate statement, TBK. TBK. Yes, feminine angry dwarf questions how bothered she was. How bothered she was. Tommy Temper alleges the picture on the left was the original one. Can't even remember which one was on the left or which was on the right. I'll have to replay the tape. Feminine Angry Dwarf feels it was definitely a money grab or a fame grab. I think it's backfired. Well, it hasn't really backfired because I have another video that goes into the details of Jenny Suchet with Madeleine Albright, the lawyer of a certain movement, of a certain female movement which originated over in the States. And that is Madeleine Albright, I believe her name is, and they're suing Pulev for somewhere in the region of $600,000. They want $600,000. Yes, indeed. Tommy Temper gives a timely reminder to smash that like button, folks. Aaron Mason said she's infiltrated Pulev. She's infiltrated the boxer. $600,000 is being requested in the lawsuit against Kubrat Pulev. TBK, the first, says she needs to meet up with Serge Knight. Wow, that's harsh, TBK. That can't be good. Fortunately for her, Serge Knight is locked up for the foreseeable future for running over his ex-comrade, his ex-hoodlum, his ex-street gang member. As I recall, he drove him over, and I believe he reversed over him as well. Most unbecoming behavior in a gentleman. Don ZB. Don ZB, what up? I'm here. Are you who I think you are, Don ZB? Are you the guy who, are you the LDBC guy? The LDBC guy that I spoke to last week, or was it Monday? The irate, were you the irate LDBC guy? Is that you, Don ZB? Are you the LDBC guy, the angry guy? Are you the angry guy? Joe 56984. That is his Santander PIN code number, folks. Well, yeah, man. We're gonna be getting to the phone lines later. If you got Hangouts, if you got Google Hangouts, you know, you're free to come in here. I hope you smash the like button. That's our protocol. You come in, you smash the like button, and you mix and mingle with the fine ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you got any ladies in here yet. And we talk boxing. Here. You've never been here before, so I'll talk you through the routine. Here is my topic sheet. And as we go through the program, as we go through the show, we go through the topics and we discuss them. That's the program. That is how we do. TBK says, obviously, Pulev ain't hitting those ribs. I don't think that would be a gentlemanly thing for Pulev to do. Joe says, I smacked the like button like Floyd smacked his... The The chat is very, very spicy. Almost as spicy as the lamb I just ate. That thing was spicy. Feminine Angry Dwarf says the 2 pics were stop motion pics. She was going at it like she was playing the banjo. She was going at it like she was playing the banjo. Aaron Mason says, well, that turned out to be an expensive date for Pulev, didn't it? Well, we must also remember that the lady in question, Jenny Suchet, also alleges that Pulev grabbed her, and I quote, by the buttocks. Now, I'm not so sure that is appropriate behavior on a first date. I'm not so sure that that's gentlemanly conduct. Oh my gosh. Do I see? Are my eyes deceiving me? Did Don ZB say what I think he said? Joseph Parker can cook a mean spicy. I think it was definitely New Zealand lamb. I think it was genuine New Zealand lamb, but it was Boy from Morrison's, my favorite store, and it was pre-spiced. It was very, very spicy. John Dealey is up in the house, in the building. Yes, yes, yes. Don ZB is a bit of a comedian as well as an LDBC guy. And he says he smashed the like button like AJ got smashed by Ruiz. You've got LDBC written all over you, Don ZB. We'll see. We'll see. Funny though. I'll give you that. It was funny. Aaron Mason says, to be fair, she was practically riding him like a donkey. She's got a bit of a cheek. Bit of a cheek. I think it's more than a bit of a cheek, Aaron Mason. More than a bit. A whole lot more than a little bit. TBK the first threatens to smash Don ZB. Come on, guys. We're all hippies today. We're all going to be nice, cool hippies. AA Boxing and Blunts up in the bizay. Good after morning, gentlemen. Yes, 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 AA. Yes, John. Ross B. up in the bizzle. Did anyone cry over Brendan Ingle tribute from Sky Sport? Bro, believe you me, I do not watch TV. Others do, but I don't. Didn't see anything. But I'll tell you one thing, though. Who said that? Ross B. I'll tell you one thing, though. I just ordered, what is it called? The Paddy and the Prince. The book, The Paddy and the Prince. Ordered it off eBay. Just landed through my door. So I'll be looking forward to reading that book. It's of Brendan Ingle, the Paddy, and the Prince being a Prince Nassim Ahmed. No, we're just warming in. You haven't missed anything yet. AA Boxing and Blunts. Pulev knows all about those cheeks. Those two cheeks, but those are expensive cheeks. Prince Nassim, the heavyweight. Is there a Prince Nassim who's a heavyweight? Could give Ruiz a good fight. Talking about the Pulev situation. AJ got his soul took according to AA Boxing and Blunts. Shiz Biz up in the building. Big up Shiz Biz. AA Boxing and Blunt says a kiss in Bulgaria mean that you're legally married. It's official. Nassim is a hater. I haven't read the book yet, TBK1. I get the joke. John just filled me in. Nassim is a heavyweight now. Bloody hell, he's a super heavyweight. He's a super heavyweight. Okay, so our first topic was Jenny Suchet and her 600,000 lawsuit against Kubrat Pulev. Kubrat Pulev. Okay, and now we're moving in. That was the warm-up. I like how TBK. I like how they write off a man after one loss. I like that. That's cool. Writing off a man after one loss. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Okay. We're starting off with a statement by Jonathan Banks. Let me see if I can pull that up. It's by Jonathan Banks. And he says that in a longer training camp with Triple G will look a lot different against Canelo next time around. Let me pull the article up. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go to news. I don't want no videos. Okay, what's going on in the chat? That move fast. Okay, so people are talking about, my last comment about people writing a man off after one loss, writing AJ off after one loss. TBK the first says, AJ, prove you wrong. Don't doubt the young lion. It's going to be brutal. Indeed. Aaron Mason says, I like how Adam Smith has switched sides and Tony Bellew also to back Fury now. Yeah, switching sides, changing horses midstream and all that stuff. All that good stuff. Boxing and Blunt says, I don't write off AJ, but I reckon he's beatable. And Ruiz will be the first of many to KO AJ in the next few years. The first of many. That's bold talking. That's bold talking. Raphie, the first. What didn't I say? That's Raphie. Raphie's asking that to TBK. Aaron Mason, all the heavyweights nowadays are very beatable. Aaron, AA Boxing and Blunts, your man Fury almost got knocked dead by Wilder. He almost got knocked dead. They was gonna actually bury him under the ring. It looked like he'd physically expired. His wife came out and said she actually thought he was dead. D-E-A-D, deceased. Thought the man was deceased. Thought the man was finished, kaput, over. Okay, so I'll get back to the chat in a second. Former unified middleweight champion Gennady Golovkin, recent parting with longtime trainer Abel. Let me share this. Let me share with you. Let me share this with you. Share. Okay, there we go. I think that's it. Yeah. So, former middleweight world champion Gennady Golovkin's recent parting with longtime trainer Abel Sanchez due to a dispute over compensation means that GG was in the market for a new, what do you mean, cornerman? I mean, trainer, maybe. New trainer, not cornerman. A long-time heavyweight. All right. Okay. The unified. Yeah. At the MGM Grand in Las Vegas this past Saturday, Golovkin introduced his new trainer, former heavyweight contender Jonathan Banks. He's best known for taking over as Vladimir Klitschko's head trainer when the former longtime heavyweight's mentor Emmanuel Stewart passed away in 2012. Salute Emmanuel Stewart, Manny Stewart as he was called. Banks is also the trainer for the undisputed women's welterweight world champion Cecilia Brækhus. Why is this a good move for GG? Dan Raphael. It is if Golovkin believes in Banks and is happy with his decision. Sometimes trainers are overrated, but as long as the fighter believes in the trainer and his way of doing things, it's fine. GGG is who he is, and no trainer is going to make major changes. But could a new voice add a few wrinkles or enhance Golovkin's motivation? If it has at all waned during his long career. Banks is a pro also, or was a pro. He knows boxing. He learned from the best in Stewart and also has a reputation of being a hard worker who may be able to refresh Triple G if he had gotten a little stale after so many years with Sanchez. Steve Kim says, I think this remains to be seen. Perhaps Golovkin had plateaued under the direction of Abel Sanchez, and a new voice in the corner was needed. Banks has made it clear that he will be implementing some new ideas to Golovkin. In looking at past fights, Banks believed the hard-hitting boxer had gotten too reliant on his vaunted power. He says he will emphasize getting Golovkin to throw more punches and be a more active fighter round by round. Okay, I think we've read enough of that. Stop sharing. Let's go back into the chat. See what's being said. Oh, that's been said. A lot's been said. A hell of a lot's been said. A hell of a lot's been said. Aaron Mason says Triple G is going to lose the battle to Father Time. Yes, everyone does eventually. Absolutely. Aaron Mason, hey, Mr. Pillarfist will get beat if he ever steps up and fights real competition. Well, you know, I think that's a fair shout. That's a fair shout. A fighter like him can control pace and drag it out. He will be worse than Klitschko for the next I imagine few years. I imagine you're speaking of your man there, Fury. Ras B. Schwartz made Fury look like a puncher. Well, that's why he was chosen. That's why he was chosen. That's why Schwartz was brought in to make Fury look like a knockout artist. Aaron Mason, Fury will get knocked out. Mark my words. Joe, 56. Schwartz is a beast. Boxing Jedi up in this bizzle. Yes, Boxing Jedi. Fury needs to fight Whyte or AJ before he's accepted, like Wilder. He's avoiding people with power. Who has power in the top 5, not Fury, but Whyte and AJ. So they get ducked. Indeed. Aaron Mason says McDermott beat him. Hey, Boxing and Blunts. Shorty's got a chin and got up, didn't he? Got up, didn't gas. Strange that he got up and fought on. Showed heart and chin and engine. All that's needed. TBK. You would know. John Dealey. Wilder and Fury are also beatable. All heavyweights were in the Hall of Fame, have losses, except for Marciano. And who has him as the greatest heavyweight of all time? Indeed. Hart is getting back up. Chin is how much punches you can take before going down. He got hit around 3 times. All in all, before he went down. The first time. The chin's terrible. Fury's chin is terrible, says Aaron Mason. Ross B. Anyone who can fight on the inside and avoid the right hand has Wilder in their back pocket and will stop him. Fury would if he had the power. And Joshua, I see him knocking Wilder's spark out. I have to agree with you. I think Joshua knocks Wilder's spark out. So all these all the Wildettes. Who's that guy? Who's the LDBC guy who was in here a minute ago? He disappeared. Where is he? I was looking. Hey, come back, whoever you are. The Boxing Jedi. Mofo tried to tell me that Hurd has a better defense than Gennady. Who told you that? Who told you that? Hurd hasn't got any defense. Hurd blocks with his face. Who told you that, Boxing Jedi? Hurd blocks with his face. Tommy Temper's meditating. He's thinking about the green, green grass of home. He's playing Tom Jones, the song, The Green, Green Grass of Home. It's a very good tune. It's a good tune. Boxing Jedi said, snuff that like button. Too late for Glovkin to change anything major, says Feminine Angry Dwarf. He is what he is and has been for too long to change. I don't really think it matters who coaches Triple G anymore. When is Fury going to step up? That's the question. He just took on another cherry. He just took on another cherry. How many cherries can you take before you get cherry poisoning? That's the question that people are asking. Aaron Mason says Triple G went southpaw to finish his fights. That's something new, to finish his fight. That's something new. Yeah, that's something new. Can Fury keep it together mentally? Shiz Biz asked the telling question. Can Fury keep it together mentally before he resorts to unorthodox strategies and lifestyle choices? That's a good question. Wow. Wow. Guy who looks like Ness said it. Guy who looks like Ness. Who, Fannin? Okay, so that's the first topic. Split decision. Some people say it's not too late for Triple G to change. Oh, gotcha. It's not too late for Triple G to change. I gotcha. I'm not familiar with the fella. I've heard his name, but I'm not familiar with the fella. Okay, let us move on. Next topic. Okay, so Frank Warren is confident. Frank Warren is confident that Triple G, that Kovalev and Yard meet in Russia in September. Buy or sell? Buy or sell? Frank Warren says he believes that Kovalev B. Yard versus Yard happens in Russia in September. Buy or sell? Buy or sell? Let's get that fight. Buy or sell. Feminine Angry Dwarf says, I hope that happens. I'm still to be convinced about Yard as a top-level fighter. If he isn't, then Kovalev will get him. Yeah, I think it's a dangerous fight. I think it's a dangerous fight for Kovalev, for Yard. I think it's a dangerous fight for Yard. Kovalev, he's getting on in age, but he's still got it. It's a big ask for Yard. It's a big ask for Yard. The problem that I see with Yard is that he's gone from British level, and he's not really explored the European level. Okay, Kovalev is a world champion from Europe, yeah, but still. I would have liked to have seen Yard mix it up with the European level guys before jumping up straight to world level. I understand it's a marketing thing to an extent, or he's protecting his record to an extent by not mixing it up with some higher echelon European guys. Although I guess he may say he's fought a higher level enough to know that he can mix it with Kovalev. But I don't believe in jumping rungs. When you climb a ladder, you climb one step at a time. One step at a time. Jumping up like that, I don't know. I really don't know. John Dealey said, TBK the first says, I think Yard got it in the bag. He may have it in the bag. We really don't know. We're about to find out, though, if it comes off in September, as Frank Warren has indicated. Yes. Heinrich Schmitz in the building. Yeah, but I remember watching Yard's last fight, and I thought, he leaves himself a little bit open at times. Aaron Mason reckon Yard is Luis Ortiz Mark II. Not as old, though, surely. Surely not as old. He leaves. He's fought no one. He's overrated, believes Aaron Mason. What a way to find out. What a way to find out if he's overrated or not, going up against Kovalev. What a way to find out. John Dealey, too soon. Yardy should clean out domestically first, 100%. Boatsi's be moved at the correct rate. Yes, I totally agree. That is the correct rate. I would love to see Yard against top-rate European guys. I understand there's a risk. You can get the big bag by just going straight to the champ. But like I said, I don't believe in jumping rungs on the ladder. I think you climb a ladder one step at a time, and that's how you should take your career, much like Boatsi is doing. One rung at a time. Feminine Angry Dwarf. It's certainly a good time to take on Kovalev. He's definitely on the slide now. And I'm sure he's still drinking a lot. But he's still more than capable of exposing those who are there to be exposed. Indeed. Aaron Mason. Boatsi is very good. He is indeed going at the right time. Heinrich Schmitz agrees. One step at a time. John Dealey. Yard has never had his chin checked. Never properly had his chin checked, has he? Never properly had his chin checked. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, though, John? Are you saying that is a good thing or a bad thing? That is the question. Aaron Mason reckon Yard's chin's going to get spun around and reckoned it is going to hit the canvas. We just don't know about Yard's chin. We just don't know. Yard is going to treat him like he's at the yard. Not quite as old as Ortiz, says Aaron Mason. Yard Boazzi, that would be a great fight. Never happen, though. No, it would never happen. It would never happen. I mean, if you were Yard's manager, would you put him in with Boazzi? If you were Yard's manager, would you put him in with Boazzi? Talking about Yard Kovalev, Heinrich. Yardy v Kovalev should be happening in September. Russia, September, according to Frank Warren. Yard's trainer needs a mute button. We have Kaz, the celebrity troll, in the building. Up in the building. Oh boy. Hey Kaz, you say Kaz writes, I'd say Yard's chin is better than AJ's. Well, maybe Kaz is maybe Yard's chin's better than your boy Windmill Wilder. Deontay Windmill Wilder. How about that? How about them apples? You see, I don't know. John Daly says if he thought he had the beating of Boazzi, why not? But you see, I don't know. If I'm his manager, I really don't know. I really don't know. Dillian made his name after losing to AJ. Yes, he did. He did. That's a fair comment, John. But in fairness to Dillian, he's come back from that loss and rose like a phoenix. He has rose like a phoenix. TBK says to Kaz, your chin ain't better than AJ's. Oh man. Okay. So I think Kovalev, Yard v Kovalev, September. Yard v Kovalev in September. I think it could be a little soon for Yardy, but I'm looking for it nonetheless. Looking forward to it nonetheless. Okay, next topic. We're blasting through them. We're blasting through them at a ridiculous rate. At a ridiculous rate. Let me just finish off these last comments here. The Conte would be unified if he had some more testicular fortitude. More testicular fortitude. We're coming up to that subject. We're having that subject for dessert, John Daly. The Dillian Whyte. Well, I'm not going to say it now. People will start talking about it, but I'll save that. That's for dessert. Okay. I see. Heinrich Schmidt says, I see Ortiz winning against Wilder. We're discussing matters of that nature for dessert. We're coming up to that for dessert. Aaron Mason, Ortiz is way too old now to beat Wilder. He was old. He was too old 2 years ago, and he was beating him and gassed out. Ran out of gas. You're driving on the motorway and you know you're on empty and you're panicking. Oh Lord, please start praying. Please let me get to the next. Let me get to the next service station. Please, please, please. But Ortiz, unfortunately for him, never made it to that service station. Ended up probably going on a stretcher to the hospital instead. Johnny Blaze 3233 is up in the building. Okay. Next topic, we're speeding through them. We're romping through them. Kell Brook denies retirement rumors. Said he still wants Crawford. He still wants Crawford. Still looking for that Crawford fight. Kell Brook says he's still got a couple of big shows left in him. And rumors of his retirement are premature. What say you, the chat? Has he still got something in his tank? Does Kell Brook still have a big show left in him? He wants Crawford. Kell Brook wants Crawford. He ain't done yet. He said, bring it on. You're writing me off, but there's more left in the tank. Okay, let me get into the chat and see what people are saying. Don Zibby is back in the building. He says he's not an LDBC guy, but he's a Wilder guy. You can't tell me you're not an LDBC guy. Anyway, I'll come back. Save that comment for later. You're missing the topic. We're coming back to that topic for dessert. John Dealey, Brook should hang it up. His face is made of metal. You have to worry about that orbital bone. You have to worry about the eye socket. Has he got both his eye sockets smashed? TBK the first. Brook's a decent fighter. I think he's had his luck though. We shall see. Aaron Mason, Brook doesn't have anything to prove. He's been in with some tough fights. No use risking your health. Tommy Temper, Khan never wanted to fight Brook. Khan ducked him. Brook wins by KO. Yeah. I think it's a disgrace that Khan perpetually ducked Brook. It's a shame. It's a big shame. Big shame. He's come up with every excuse in the book. Brook might be a bigger duck than DeConte. Khan might be a bigger duck than DeConte, and that's saying something. That's very, very sad. We can't have ducks like that on these shores. We cannot have ducks like that on these shores. I didn't know we had ducks. I didn't know we bred ducks like that in the UK. I thought that was an overseas thing. Feminine Angry Dwarf. I like the Crawford-Brook fight. But then I wouldn't mind if he retired. And I like Brook. Crawford would pick him to pieces. You would cut Brooks' face up like as Edward Scissorhands. Oh, damn. That's a terrible thought. Terrible thought. Well, TBK says he's got more heart than Khan. Certainly. I think he would stand up to a punch to the thigh. I think he'd definitely stand up to a punch to the thigh. John Dealey says any half-decent fighter beats Khan by KO. Unless they punch him in the thigh and he retires. Gets pulled out of the fight. Aaron Mason says Khan has ran. Khan has ran to Saudi Arabia to Doc Brook. Yeah, he's fighting in Arabia somewhere down there. He's fighting some Indian fella that I've never heard of. Both eyes. Oh gosh. He's had both of his eye sockets broken. Damn. The Spence fight broke the other one. Damn. John says, I'm too big for Khan. I don't fight midgets. Mind that time Willie Lemond iced Khan. YB should do a voiceover of Kell Brook, says TBK. John Dealey says, Tommy, you live under a bridge. Oh dear. India v Pakistan for Saudi Prince money. TBK says Khan got his missus took, fam. Don't want to talk about that, bro. Don't want to talk about that. Okay, so I think the majority of people are saying, some people are saying that, yeah, he should go for it. Kell Brook should go for it. But others express concern that he's already done what he needed to do in the game. Whereas others express concern that his eye sockets can't take the pressure anymore. He's had both of them shattered. He's had both of them shattered. Tommy Temper is threatening John. Oh my dear. Can you imagine if that Indian chap landed a big one? That would be funny, says TB, says effeminate angry dwarf. John knows the rules, Tommy Temper. John knows the rules. Oh dear. Right. Aaron Mason, I've never even heard of the guy. Never heard of the guy. Never heard of the guy. So I think the consensus is that Kell Brook has done enough to retire, but we know in his heart that he wants another payday or two. we know in his heart that he wants a big payday or two, and why wouldn't he? He's going to want a payday or two. He's a big fighter, still big name. He's still relatively fit. His eye socket's a shot. Yes, but he's gonna want another big payday or two. Johnny Blaze 33 says Joey DeWaco has spoken about knocking AJ out in sparring, but it never happened, Johnny. It never happened. Nick Diaz from the 213 or the 214 California is in the building, and he's got a little present for everybody. He's got a little THC for everybody. Joey DeWaco has spoken about it. Yeah, I've heard that he's spoken about it. I'll make a video tomorrow. Aaron Mason. All the Waco says was that he's fought all the top guys and can beat them, he thinks. Yeah, I saw a video and he never explicitly said I can cuss him. What? I don't know about that. Yeah, Nick Diaz say we stay medicated. We stay legally medicated in California. Okay, so I think the jury, the bulk of the people are saying, you got nothing to prove, Kell Brook. Hang them up. You got nothing to prove. Save your eye sockets. You've only got two. You've had both of them smashed. Chill out. Chill out is what is the chat are saying. They're saying Kell Brook's got nothing else to prove. Relax. Sit back. Enjoy the money you've made. Hopefully you've made enough. You definitely should have made enough. You certainly made more than you would have done working on a building site as a chippy or a bricklayer or a plumber. So take that money. Leave your eye sockets intact with the metal in there and relax. That is the verdict of the chat. That is the verdict of the chat. Okay, so we're moving on. We're steaming through these topics, steaming through them. Has everybody hit the like button? Has everybody smashed that like button? Where are we? Okay, that's good. Where are we now? Okay. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. I think we're gonna have to go in. I think we are gonna have to go in. We're gonna have to go in on this one. No, let's save that one. So last topics. Let's number the last. Let's number these last topics. We got number 1. Got number 2. We got number 3. Okay, so let me read some of these chats. Nick Diaz, AJ is an extreme, intense fighter. It's all or nothing. 2-time unified heavyweight champ. Love my Mexican people, but AJ will win. Heinrich Schmitz. AJ is a stiff bum. Heinrich Schmitz. How dare you? How dare you? Interesting what Nick had to say, says John Dealey. We will see. Credit to Ruiz for his win. Get this smoke is up in the bizzy. Up in the bizzle. Yo, get this smoke. Get this smoke. Do you want a link? I know you're an LDBC guy. Do you want a link? While Get This Smoke populates, while Get This Smoke makes his mind up, let's copy this. Get This Smoke says he wants a link. What do the people say? Does the LDBC representative get a link? Should Get This Smoke get a link? The LDBC guy? I don't know, bro. The people have to say, the squadron members have to give their blessing. Should Get This Smoke get a link? Keep your answers coming. Tommy Temper says, yeah. John Dealey says, yeah. Give him a link. Put your link in the put your email answers to Should Get This Smoke, our LDBC representative from California, from Oakland. Should he get a link? Our LDBC representative from Oakland. Should he get a link? Yeah, everybody wants Get This Smoke to come on. Everybody wants Get This Smoke to come on. Who else? Yeah, Get This Smoke. Send your email, my friend, and you can get on up in here. Get on up in here. Okay, seen that. Get This Smoke. No. New conversation. Paste that one. Search. Boom, 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 boom. Just trying to get this smoke. Just trying to get this smoke. Okay, so I should be able to send a message now. Copy. Damn. Damn. Okay, guys, thanks for bearing with me. Just had to send out. Come in nice and gently when you come in, get this smoke. Come in nice and gently with the volume. Come in easy. Easy. Get this smoke. Scent. Okay, let me get back into the chat. Let me get back into the chat. Yeah, I understand that. Okay, where are we? What's happening? Fury is vulnerable to the body. Okay, as a matter of fact, rat-a-tat-tat. I think words, actions. The Boxing Jedi is in. As I gave it away, I shouldn't have even said that. There is a man from Florida in the United States, and he's a friend of the show, and he's come to join us. Please introduce yourself, sir.
What's going on? It's Jake Cotto, the Boxing Jedi. What's going on, fight fans? No doubt. My fellow boxing bros.
Excellente, Jake Cotto. We haven't spoken in a while. It's been a few weeks.
No doubt. How you doing, Raph? How's it going, baby?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just grinding. Just grinding away, my friend. Just grinding.
I see. I happen to be one of the gears as well as the fight fans, man. That's what's up, brother.
For real, my friend. For real. Yes, so where are we at? Let me bust out the new topic. The new topic.
What's the chef cooking up today?
Yeah. Cook. I found a new ingredient. That nobody seems to be using.
Let's get it.
Nobody seems to be using this ingredient. It's like some hidden spice from the Himalayas that nobody seems to know about.
Oh shit. Oh, he's got the hidden spices on. Let's get it. Let's sprinkle some on this. Start serving.
Let's start serving it up. Before we do that, let me just give a shout out to Shola Ibofin in the building.
Shola Ibofin, my man Heinrich and John Daly. What's going on? Aaron Mason as well. No doubt.
Yeah, and our LDBC representative from Oakland, California has come back reporting technical difficulties.
Who's this?
To get this smoke. He's reporting that he's having technical difficulties and will be unable to join us.
All right, peace to Tommy Temper. No doubt. Nick Diaz. What's going on, Nick Diaz?
Indeed. Nick Diaz keeping people medicated. Fireman up in the building.
All day. Light it. Roll that shit like that shit smoking.
Roll it up. Okay, so here is the missing ingredient that I haven't heard anyone talking about.
All right.
As a matter of fact, the best way I can explain this to everybody is by sharing. Let me share something with you, you and the people. Let me share something with you and the people. That's the best way to explain it.
Heinrich got a nice boxing joke here. He goes, Eddie walks into a pub. The landlord said, "What you having?" Eddie says, "I'm a bitter man."
Heinrich Schmitz, I didn't know the German people are not renowned for their humor. You are breaking the mold.
Good one, brother. Good one.
You are breaking the mold, Heinrich Schmitz. Fair play. Fair play. Okay.
Good one, good one.
Okay,
right.
I don't know if anybody's heard this, but I'm gonna have to share this. I'm gonna have to share this short video with y'all because I haven't seen it reported anywhere else. I'm gonna have to. So serious. I'm gonna have to cut the music. You know, when I cut the music, you know it's serious. When I cut the music, you know it's serious. All right. So how do we do? We know how we do. We share the screen. I had to call you on, bro, because I had to share this with you and everybody. Had to be shared.
Let's get it. Attention.
Had to be shared. Attention. Attention is required. Now,
finish him.
We're gonna. Okay. So we stop sharing. So we're sharing already.
Yep, right. I see it. I see
sharing already. Maybe I can go full screen. Can I go full screen? Yeah. Boom.
Yes, yes, yes. And perhaps one of the best kept secrets in boxing gets revealed to you today. It's Raphie Dawkins, Combat Radio, and smash that bell icon for updates of the videos and the live shows. So let's get straight into it. You won't have seen this reported anywhere else. You won't have heard this on the ESPN broadcast if you watched Tyson Fury versus Germany's Tom Schwarz. But here today, it's revealed to you one of the best kept secrets in boxing. And this is the official WBO Facebook site. Okay, let's get into it. Facebook, 16th of June, 5:29 a.m. Boom. WBO site, official World Boxing Organization site, congratulates one Tyson Luke Fury. And the message reads, congrats to Tyson Fury. 28-0-1, 22 KOs, who defeated Germany's Tom Schwarz by second round TKO 4. And this is the interesting part. The WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight title. That should be pictured around the waist of Tyson Luke Fury. Tyson Luke Fury, ladies and gentlemen, is now the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. So why is no one commenting on this? Why is no one giving the man his accolades? He's the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. But nobody's speaking on it. Does the man not deserve his accolades? What's going on? What is going on? The man legitimately beat Germany's Tom Schwarz and earned the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. But everybody's sleeping on that. Come on. What is going on? When a man earns a title, and even in the telecast, the ESPN broadcast, no mention is made of the fact that the man has just earned a title. What's that all about? How bizarre that you're going to have a TV broadcast for an Intercontinental Heavyweight title belt. And not once do I recall hearing the commentators, or anyone else for that matter, make mention of the fact that the bout was for the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight title strap. This is quite bizarre and bemusing. I don't understand. If anyone knows why they wouldn't mention the fact that the man had just won the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight title strap, please let me know. Please let me know. What's going on? What is going on? When a man earns a title belt, an Intercontinental Heavyweight title belt, and it's almost like the thing is on hush hush. Why is there hush hush? that Tyson Fury is the new WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. What is going on? Is there a conspiracy of silence? Why? Why would there be? Why would there be a conspiracy of silence that a man has just earned himself a title belt? This is quite bizarre. It needs looking into. It needs some level of investigation. Why a man could earn a title belt on a PPV, on a pay-per-view card, and no mention is made of the fact that the man has just earned himself a title belt. This is quite bizarre and outrageous. If anybody knows, if there is anybody out there who could tell me why Tyson Fury's new title is being kept a secret, please let me know. Please let me know. What do you make of this? What do you make of this bizarre situation? That a man's new title belt would be kept a secret, be kept on the down low. Put your answers in the comment section. Hit the like button. Share it on your social media platforms. But most of all, hit that bell icon for updates. It's Raphie Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like. It's the shares. It's the comments. It's the subscribes. And I'm out.
Well. The Boxing Jedi, are you there? Are you still with us? Let's get the music.
There's only one Tyson Fury. Man, that's something to talk about, man. As well as the Laniil shit, we might as well, because a lot of people don't respect it, and I think, once upon a time in boxing, there used to be something called the Laniil Championship. And I remember fighters like Mike Tyson, who had to fight Michael Spinks. Yeah. Regardless, he was unified in order to, be certified, as well as Ali becoming Laniil, twice, right? Mm-hmm. So the problem here is the little absence that Fury had, and Klitschko, losing, as well as he did beat Klitschko, so he was. Now this is the problem. That word was. This is what we have to look at now. Is it worth anything? He hasn't lost then. Nobody put him on his ass then. Nobody put him, as to losing now. So, we have to look at this. Who the fuck is the Laniil champion then?
Well, that's the question.
Exactly. That's the problem. I think the answer would have to be Tyson Fury. No one has beat him yet. 2.5 years we had the belt split. Now, had the belts been with one champion, then fine. We can see that's the problem. The belt was split. Joshua had 3, Wilder had 1. You see, so that's the problem here. So that's what disrupts the Laniil argument here. So since Fury is basically banking, let's call a spade, he's banking off of that bullshit, as to him being Laniil, which we should have a reset on this Laniil thing, because he like I said, and we all can agree, he was out of it for 2.5 years. Just because he had a good show out the last 2 fights, and then with Wilder, doesn't mean that he's still Laniil. Regardless, nobody has beaten him yet. Yeah. The problem here is the absence of someone actually fighting and defending the Laniil championship. If that's what you want to call it. Me personally, as an old school boxing head since '84, I have to respect the Laniil championship, but my problem here is I can't call no one this at this point. And this is what us fight fans are having a problem with.
Yeah, so I think, how is it sounding when I talk? Is it okay? How's the sound, guys, in the chat?
Yeah, you sound great.
Okay, so I think I was hearing some feedback on your end, but it sounds okay now. Okay, so we've had this discussion now. I think we had it on Monday. No, where are we now? Wednesday. Yeah, we had a discussion on Monday, just gone, and the Laniil debate. We had it on Monday. Did you hear the Laniil debate?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. You heard the lineal debate on Monday, and that was the second lineal debate, and we had the first lineal debate on Friday. And on both occasions, we went into the circumstances around Klitschko's lineal leading on to Tyson Fury's lineal.
Right.
And we're coming out with no, bruh. There's too much sketchy shizzle around what hold on, where are we? Okay, there's too much sketchy shizzle around the lineal situation for Fury.
Yeah, there is
Too much. There's too much sketchy. It's too sketchy. There's too sketchy. You get suspended for drugs. You retire. That's if you retire, that kills it already.
exactly, and it's not, and it's not like it's not like if the I'm sorry. It's not. I just want to prove this point to your point to help you put. You know, I'm basically putting a bazooka on your point to blow motherfuckers out the frame.
No problem.
Like you know, a lineal status. You know, you cannot have an emeritus status either. You can't just go fade in the dark and then come the fuck back. You know, that's what I wanted to make a point of.
Yeah. Well, you see, the thing is, not only did he retire, but he retired and got suspended, banned for drugs. I don't recall in the history of lineal anybody getting banned for drugs, winning the title, winning the lineal status, and then getting banned for drugs, retiring.
Right.
And then coming back and saying they're still lineal, even though they've retired, they've been banned for drugs.
Right.
I'm sorry. Right. I'm sorry. No, there's too much.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
He shouldn't be calling himself lineal. That's what we decided.
I agree with you. I agree with whoever said that as well. You know, the only thing I can say, the only thing I can give Fury is this. Nobody has beaten Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury lost to himself by fucking up on himself. That is all I'm saying. I give Tyson Fury a lot of credit. He has he's one of the great heavyweights in this era, in his era. You know, he still has, a lot more to prove. So does everyone else. So does Wilder, so does Joshua, so does Ruiz. You know, these guys are still fucking babies. Yep. You know, but it is, we got to call a spade, man. Right now there is no lineal champion.
100%. The truth, people. The truth has been spoken.
And I also want to say this.
Yeah.
I also want to say this.
Speak on it.
You know, later TBK, peace. You know, if someone is also if they have 3 titles, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the quota for undisputed and unified is 4, right? 4, right? You have to have 4 fucking titles.
Right.
So, it was only at the time Mike Tyson and the rest of them had 3 because WBO wasn't made at that time. You know what I mean?
That's right.
But you know what I'm saying? Yes, it's just my opinion, TBK. So just calm down. You know what I'm saying? I already stated that. So what I'm saying here is basically, to me, watching boxing since '84, son. You had to be unified. You had to actually, whoop everybody's ass, take on a lot of mandatories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just basically, have good title defenses and a pretty good long, streak in order to be lineal as well. You had to be the man that, now because of all these trinkets, there's not one champion for one sanctioning body in every weight class, and that's what's causing all this confusion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll come in there.
Yeah.
To my mind, because you have to remember there's different people who have different definition of what lineal is. But to my mind, you cannot call yourself a champion until you've defended your belt. You cannot call yourself a champion until you have defended your belt. Once you've defended your belt, then you're a legitimate champion.
Basically, I mean, even though you beat the man who's the man, you still have to have some title defenses, at least one.
At least one.
Yeah.
At least one, for goodness sakes.
Yeah, I feel you.
You can't win a title or a bunch of titles, then get busted for drugs, then retire, and then come back and say that you're the king. No, absolutely not. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. And let's get back onto the WBO point. Why is it? This is to me, this is to you, this is to the people in the chat. Why is it that on the WBO Facebook page they congratulate Fury for becoming the WBO Intercontinental Champion?
What in the highest, you know what I mean, is that? Like, I'm trying to still figure that out. And where is the title? Why wasn't he awarded a fucking title after the match?
Where was the belt?
Why isn't he flaunting it around?
Where's the belt?
Exactly. What is it? WBO intercut? I mean, what is it? What, like I was saying on Tommy Temper, peace to Tommy Temper. Like I was saying on his hangout the other day.
Yeah.
And I also said it on Unrivaled, peace to Unrivaled.
Yeah.
Man, like what? What's next? The Galaxy, Milky Way belt, bro. Like, you know, the Dragon Slayer belt. Like, what's next, bro? What other trinket?
It's crazy. You know, we didn't know that any intercontinental, you know, European breakfast belt was on the line. We didn't know about that. Nobody told us. The commentators apparently mentioned in excess of 40 times that, you know, the man there was the lineal belt holder, title holder, crown holder, or whatever, 40 plus times, and they never told us once that the Intercontinental Super Breakfast belt was on the line.
It's serious. Tommy Temper says they're gonna make the Skittles belt next.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't made the Snickers belt already. It's madness. So I'll give you my take on it. I'll give you my take on it. I think that what it is because Fury is marketing himself as the lineal champ, which many people dispute, including us. Because he's marketing that as the lineal champ, he doesn't want to be associated with no intercontinental belt. Because that's right now, that's his only true belt, the WBO Intercontinental belt.
Yeah, so he can basically call dibs on the lineal if he accepts that. Basically, what you're saying, right?
Well, you know, he's saying, well, you're lineal, and the only actual belt you've got is the Intercontinental belt. How does that work? So it works against the lineal narrative,
and it works against the other belts as well as to being unified in order to be lineal, right? It defeats a lot of purposes.
Exactly. So basically, he has to say, I'm the lineal and WBO Intercontinental. That's
ridiculous, man. You see, this is what I'm talking about with the WBC as well. And a lot of these sanctioning bodies, I mean, so far, so good. They've been with the rematch clauses. In the case of Wilder Stavern, when Stavern was supposed to get a rematch, it is known, and you can look this up, guys, 90-day rematch clause. If you don't answer, you lose that. How in the highest fuck did the Reign Stavern get a rematch 2.5 years later?
Mad.
You see what I'm saying?
Obviously, I mean, we know why. We know why. The only logical possible explanation for that is the WBC is in cahoots with Al Heyman and the Wilder camp.
All the time. And then the WBC,
sorry.
Mauricio Suleiman thinks he has the right to try to get at Wilder because Wilder said, bro, if you skip me again, I'm suing your ass. I'm going to take you legally to court.
Dillian Whyte.
Yeah, Dillian Whyte. Yeah, like, well, what the hell is wrong with these people?
Well, you know, where are we? Where is that topic on the list? That topic is on the list.
My bad. I'm sorry, man. I fucking...
That's cool.
I use my Jedi mind trick again. Sorry, bro.
That topic is on the list, but you know what? It's all in one big stew. So that's another element of it. But just to finish off this before we get to that, so clearly what Fury, it seems, was embarrassed at the Intercontinental belt, and he told the WBO to keep that round the back.
You can shove it. I don't need your belt. I don't want your damn belt.
Keep the Intercontinental belt round the back. I'll slip it in the boot. before we head off back to the hotel, but don't bring that intercontinental breakfast shizzle in the ring. I am lineal. My lineage goes back to John L. Sullivan.
My lineage goes all the way back to John L. Sullivan.
And let's just clear that up as well. Because Tyson's father was on an interview. For those people, first and foremost, let's just smash that like button, please. Can we have some respect up in here?
Smash the like button.
Can we?
There's only one Tyson Fury.
Can we have some respect up in this bizzle? You're listening to the show. You're enjoying the show. We're giving you entertainment. And the good people have smashed the like button. But there's some bad people out there. No, well, I shouldn't say bad. There's some people out there who are not in the habit of smacking the like button in the temple. So for all of those people who listen to shows and they forget to smack the like button, please, I invite you right now to hit that like button. Okay, just let that ring in your mind. Think about it, consider it, let it saute. Smash the like button. Okay, so just to finish off this latest episode of the Lineal Talk, because it's big business right now. Just to finish that off, the Lineal, even if we say that Fury is lineal, even if we say that, then let's get this clear. You know what happened in Boxing Jedi? You know there's some haters out there in this world?
Of course.
After I said smack the like button, somebody went and smacked the dislike button.
Of course. Bro, I got a handful of them motherfuckers, bro. Oh, yeah.
After I said smack the like button, there was a hater amongst us.
There's always one that thinks, oh, I'm different.
I'm different, man. I need to smash the other button over here with the thumb pointing down.
Thumb down, bitches.
Well, hey, somebody else has done it too.
All right. I'm different.
You know what? It's probably a troll who's actually in the chat. It's a troll, somebody we probably know.
You know what I think it is? I think it's a bunch of Fury. It's a bunch of Fury lovers. They're upset about the truth, bro. I mean, people that follow me, they know me. I go on everybody, even fighters that I follow. When they fuck up, and they hate when I go in on Canelo. They hate when I go in on Canelo.
Yeah. But the reality is, I mean, I called the Madison Square Garden during the first. I called that the other day. I was talking to Boxing Librarian. I called that the what did I call it? I called it the Madison Square Garden Massacre.
Yeah.
So you gotta go in. You gotta go in sometimes. Everybody gets it. Everybody gets it.
Yeah.
But just to finish out this Lineal Talk, let's be clear about this. Even if best case scenario, I mean, I don't buy it, but even if Fury was the champ, the lineal champ, all his lineage just goes back to one person. He don't go back to no John L. Sullivan. He don't go back to no Muhammad Ali. He don't go back to no George Foreman. He goes.
I'm a fucking liar. I'm a fucking liar.
It goes back to Vladimir Klitschko. He goes back one person.
Yeah.
What kind of lineal is that? The lineal that goes back to one person.
Yeah.
All it means is that you beat one person.
Yeah.
If your lineal is only one person deep.
He's trying to say that it's linked.
It ain't linked to nothing because the lineal stopped at Lennox Lewis.
Yep.
And then a new lineal was formed. So the new lineal's got nothing to do with John L. Sullivan. It's got nothing to do with Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with George Foreman, with Evander Holyfield, with Tyson Fury, with Mike Tyson. This lineal that we're talking about goes back one man. It goes back one man, and that man is to Vladimir Klitschko. So it's literally saying I beat one man. But that's just to wrap up that. That's just to wrap up that and put a bow on it. Okay, so let's get to the real dessert. The real dessert now. And that is Dillian Whyte. I'm just going to give you the point. I'm just going to give you the key words. Dillian Whyte, Mauricio Suleiman,
yeah,
WBC, alleged slander, and Deontay Wilder. Speak on it, bro.
Well, like I was saying before, it's kind of messed up on how when you got the WBC by the balls like other fighters have in the past, because the WBC has a long track record of getting sued for millions.
Mhm.
I think 40 millions by a certain fighter.
Mhm.
In the past, amongst others, these guys are dirty under the table, in the face ass motherfuckers, and they're gonna continue to do this. Now, Dillian Whyte, see, this is all his fault. Now, let me break down exactly why.
Yeah.
He's in the same stable, yes, we understand, as Anthony Joshua. Now, when Anthony Joshua had the straps, Anthony Joshua already beat his ass. We all seen that. And he was asking, like, if he was, like, he was going around acting like he was, in deservance of a rematch, which is bullshit. So he went around, instead of going, because he's been ranked number one with WBC for a minute, instead of going that way with Wilder and trying to, protest over there, he stood and tried to chase Wilder and Joshua and continue with Joshua. Instead of going that way, now that he's decided to go that way because he's, people have been telling him, Whyte, what the fuck are you doing, bro? The WBC, go get him. Now all of a sudden, he's like too late. So now he's going and he's trying to tap into there, and they just overlooking him. So now he's kicking and screaming. And you know what? I'm not saying that it serves him right, but at the same time, he should have been knocking on their door a long time ago. I've always been saying this shit. I've always been saying this. Whyte was supposed to chase Wilder a long time ago, and he's doing it now, rightfully so, no doubt. But I think he's a little bit too late. I think he's gonna have to kick and scream a bit louder now. Maybe this lawsuit just might do it.
Well, I mean, what I would say to that is that Whyte is the WBC silver champion. So Whyte has been paying the dub. Whyte has been. I did my point. My position is different to yours. I'm saying Whyte has been pursuing the WBC for some time now, and he's been paying them sanctioning fees. He is their silver belt holder, and he has been pursuing them for some time. So my view is slightly different. He's been pursuing them for some time. They've been making orders and whatnot, and they say go fight Ortiz. So he negotiates with Ortiz, and Ortiz, as we know, is a notorious liar. It's been proven that Ortiz is a liar. Ortiz's camp are liars. They came out and said that Joshua lowballed them, and then when Eddie Hearn threatened to expose them, they came out and said, "Oh, sorry, our mistake. Our promoter lied to us." So you can't believe anything that comes out of Luis Ortiz's camp. So when Dillian Whyte says we've been making them offers and they've been rejecting them, I tend to believe him. Now, we know that he was in negotiation with Brazil. We know that. And then Brazil was on the verge of accepting an offer when Tyson Fury pulled out. So my position is that Deontay Wilder has been paying the WBC sanctioning fees, and they've been messing him around for 19 months. He's been WBC number one. 19 months he's been WBC numero uno.
Yep.
Numero uno. And they've been stringing him along. They let Stavern, as you quite correctly said, they let Stavern come back after something like a year, 18 months on the bench as a mandatory. When, as you quite correctly stated, that does not fit in with their rules and regulations. They bend them to suit as it suits them.
Yep.
So now they jump over Dillian Whyte, the number one ranked, go to the number 3 ranked. They get Brazil in there. Before that, they jump over Dillian Whyte, the number 1 ranked, to go to the so-called lineal, who was number 7 ranked. And now they're jumping over Dillian Whyte again, who is the number 1 ranked, to let the number, I think he's the number 5th or 6th ranked, Ortiz, come back in for a rematch.
It's crazy.
It is totally and utterly ridiculous.
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful to the max. And why is my chat stops moving? Why is my chat stop moving? Let me
Wilder,
refresh this.
Wilder has to, Wilder has to fucking. I mean, Whyte has to kick and scream a bit more, man.
Whyte has to kick and scream a little bit more, to say the very, very least. What they're doing to him is outrageous. It's ridiculous. Jose Suleiman has come out and said that Whyte is a friend of his. We like Whyte. We like this. We like that. But, you know, they're doing the thing through the media. We have a process to go through. And if they continue to negotiate through the media, then it may affect the process.
Right, right.
What is that if it's not a thinly veiled threat? That's the definition of a thinly veiled threat. If you have a process, then where do threats come? Show me the paragraph where threats come into it.
Exactly.
Where in the process, which paragraph, which category does it say if you say something that we don't like, then, you know, then it will affect the process? What Dillian Whyte has to do, is he has to just stay on the path, stay on this path. He's fighting Rivas now. He's fighting Rivas, and that is not a guaranteed win. Rivas is a serious competitor.
Yep.
And so he's fighting Rivas. Hopefully he gets through that challenge. And now, theoretically, well, the WB is saying that if he gets through Rivas, then he is the interim champion and he is the mandatory. But as you know, they can keep him dangling on a string for 2 years after he beats Rivas.
Yep.
So Eddie Hearn is saying now, okay, fine, mandatory, yeah, but we want an immediate mandatory shot. So we become mandatory. No 2 years malarkey, no 2 years nonsense. We want the shot after Ortiz.
Right. Right.
What do you say about that? The shot after Ortiz.
I think it's well deserving. I think he should. You know, and also if he makes a clear cut statement against Rivas, oh man, he should go up to the camera, grab that mic, and just scream from the top of his lungs. You know, Wilder, where are you? Where you at? You know, like I want to now. You know, like he just needs to make a big statement in that fight as well.
100%. Okay, so let's go into the chat and see what people are saying. All right, let me scroll back a little bit. Skittles belt. Fury.
Yeah, that was some funny shit, Tommy. Tommy said they're gonna make the Skittles belt next.
Skittles belt. Shizbiz said Fury retired a few times. Yes, he did.
Yep.
Where are we? Heinrich Schmidt says AJ ducked Fury. AJ ducked Fury? Really? Ducked Wilder, but couldn't duck Ruiz. Oh, that's another one of Heinrich Schmidt with that German humor. Heinrich Schmidt. Heinrich Schmidt with that German humor. You had me fooled there, Heinrich. You had me fooled.
He got good jokes, bro. He got very good jokes. I like them shit.
Hey, Heinrich's got good jokes. I might have to employ him as my scriptwriter. My. Let me see what else we got on this topic. What we got? Yes, Toby Bartlett in the building. Good evening. Loma King in the building. Best case scenario, says Loma, is Fury gets a shot in. I ain't gonna read that. Loma.
Damn, bro.
I ain't gonna read that.
Damn, that's kind of harsh, bro.
Kaz, the celebrity troll. the celebrity trial. Good to have you, Cass. It's good to think that we are worthy. It's good that you think that we are worthy of your trialship, sir. Fury is in the line. Uh-oh. I ain't gonna read that either.
I'm not reading it either.
Johnny Blaze 33 says
Johnny Blaze?
Johnny Blaze up in the busy. Johnny Blaze 33 asks, has there been any lineal champ that is not undisputed? That is the question. I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is yes. But has there been, the better question would be, has there been any lineal champ that got banned for taking drugs, PEDs? And then retired, and then came back and called himself linear. That's a better question. Aaron Mason, We Be Crooks, WBC.
Yep, WBC. What boxing commission?
Yeah, what boxing commission is that? I want Dillian Whyte to really stay on this track and expose them, because they can only refuse a man for so long.
Yeah. Yep.
Fury ducked the Vlad Oh, sorry, I keep on forgetting about that. Yeah, she's biz. And then he doesn't give the man the rematch. He retires before he gives the man the rematch. No, sorry, that's not lineal. That's not lineal to me. Getting banned for drugs, retiring, and not giving the man you beat a rematch when the man wants the rematch and is available for the rematch and is fit for the rematch. That's not lineal. You don't beat a man and then get banned for drugs, retire, and not give the man a rematch and be lineal. No. Hell to the N to the O. The Suleiman family says Kaz is beyond reproach. That is funny. Johnny Blaze 33 says they want to silence Whyte.
Yep.
They don't want him to keep
chastising the WBC and the Wild. Yep.
Chastising the WBC and Wilder. Yeah, they're trying to they're putting a gagging order on the man.
Yep. All day.
A gagging order on the man. Can you believe that?
That's some bullshit.
That's some proper bullish.
Yep.
Loma King says what? Kaz, your LDBC rep, life prophet, ran from me in his own city. Whoa, okay. We're talking about some real life beef now. We're not going to talk about that.
Ooh, Loma, down and dirty.
Uh-oh.
Smacking men, making them feel girly.
600 days and still running till this day. 600 days and running. Ooh. 600 days and still running.
To this day.
To this day. To this day, when a man call your name, you got to get him up in there and get him up out of there.
To this day.
Unless
it's so good to get hit in the head like that.
It's not good. Any doctor will tell you that a man's not supposed to get hit in the head. But you're supposed to get a foot in your ass for running from Dillian Whyte.
Oh.
Yeah, if you can't get a hit in the head, how about a foot in the ass? Whyte ain't getting a shot at any one of the top guys. He's too high risk. Well, he's already had a shot with Joshua. And Joshua would like to beat his ass. Again.
Yeah, no, but I think what Aaron means is he's too high risk for Fury and for those other guys.
Yeah, that's true. He's too high risk for Fury. Fury don't want it. Fury don't want that smoke.
The only one, Tyson Fury.
The only one. Burns, So Fury don't want it. Lace Hatcher up in the building. Smack that like button, Lace. Smack it in the temple. So Fury don't want no smoke with Dillian. The Bronze Bomber don't want no smoke with Dillian. I just want Fury to stay on this WBC path. I just want him to stay with it and see how long they're gonna deny the man until shame makes them cave in. They have to cave. They will cave in with shame, Boxing Jedi.
They will cave in like,
with shame.
yeah, they will cave in like hooker cunnilingus.
Oh gosh. There we go. There we go. That's shameful. That's
Oh
how
yeah.
shameful it's gonna be. That's how shameful it's gonna be.
No walls, no foundation. Nothing to hold up, nothing to stand up on.
Oh, that's so he needs to stay on them and just making caving with shame, man, because they must be feeling the heat already.
Yeah.
They must be feeling the heat already for
yeah.
them to be coming out with a statement like this saying if you don't trying to issue some kind of veiled gagging order. Shogun Boxing is in the building. Smash that
What's
like
up?
button, folks. I
What's
see
up,
new
Shogun?
people. Yeah, I see new people coming in, but I don't see the like button moving. We need to move that needle. We need to move that needle. We needle movers around here. Move the needle. So Toby Bartlett, Shogun Boxing. What does Shogun Boxing say? And sorry, Red Glove Militant. Yes, up in the busy.
RGM, what's going on, son?
Yeah, shout out to you, Shogun Boxing. Number one is Harsh. Adonis Stevens was the lit. We're talking about heavyweight though, bro. We're talking about heavyweight. What's going on? What's being said?
Toby says Whyte tried shouting out Wilder, "Let's go, Wilder, let's go," and it didn't get him anywhere.
Yeah, man, but he's number one for 300 days or 600 days, excuse me, 600 days. So Red Glove Militant say, stop ducking the like button. We got new people coming in here and I don't see the like button moving. How is that mathematically possible? You know what I'm saying? If new people are in here and the like button ain't moving, then something is amiss. Something is amiss. We got the Boxing Jedi who was nice enough to join me.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Most definitely. It was nice chopping it up with you. The Dillian Whyte thing, I don't know. How do we wrap the Dillian Whyte thing up?
I just say it like this, man. Dillian Whyte got to put on his man drawers and kick a little harder. He got to put steel toe boots, and he's got to get laser beam vocals to scream a little louder. And in this fight he's about to have, he's just got to make a strong statement in the fight and a strong statement in the post fight presser. You know what I mean? And Eddie Hearn is gonna have to continue, but push a little bit more harder what he's doing with his promoting in order to get Whyte into position. And he's already, but he needs to get him into that position. He has to fucking promote, man.
So what I'm saying is there has to be some kind of, there has to be push from the public as well. I think it's to the stage where we, the public, we the boxing public, we have to say, you know what, Tyson Fury, go and fight whoever you need to fight, but Dillian Whyte deserves the next crack before you.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
That sounds just about right. Even though we already expressed ourselves, I just hope that they do their homework and understand popular by demand.
Yes.
Popularity. It's done by demand, and backed by popular demand it's self-explanatory. It's backed because the populace demanded it. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I mean, it's come to the stage now. It's come to the stage now where the question has to be asked, and I'm going to ask the chat. Hold on, let me just address this. Get this smoke. I think you sent the link to the wrong place. Natural Meds 20. Hold on. I'm going to try one more time, bro. I've tried 2 times, bro. Trust me. I'm not lying to you. I've tried 2 times. I'm going to go again. I'm going to go new conversation. Yeah, right there. Invitation sent. Okay. Invitation sent, my friend. Invitation sent. I think you're probably trying to get through this on your phone, and it's not working on your phone.
Peace to R Sparks who just joined.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. R Sparks just joined. Okay, that's good. Get this smoke. I think you're trying to do this on your phone, and I think your phone is not having it. I think if you're on a laptop or a proper computer, then you'll get through. I think I've sent it. I know I've sent it several times, but I think you're trying to get this thing done on your phone and it doesn't always work.
Yep.
Doesn't always work on the phone. You need to get on your laptop or something like that, and the link will probably be waiting there for you. Wilder will never fight Whyte, says Ars. What? Ars Sparks. Okay, that's an interesting name, Ars Sparks. I'm not going to ask you to explain it. That's for you to know. That's for you to know. Okay, so I'm going to ask the public. I'm going to ask the chat, rather. Thank you. Finally, the like button is moving. I appreciate that. You know, we got Boxing Jedi taking time out of his day to join us here. You know, and I'm here. The chat's here. So it's just showing appreciation for the whole thing, the thing as a whole, showing appreciation for yourselves, showing appreciation for the guests, and showing appreciation for the format.
Ars, I know exactly why your name holds that up with your fucking Curry fan.
Okay,
good one, brother.
You didn't have to explain that, Sparks, but that's good. That's good, my friend. That's good. That's good.
Yo,
that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, this is to the chat. This is directed to the chat, and the question is: would you be happy to see Dillian Whyte before Fury? Dillian Whyte get Wilder before Fury? Should Dillian Whyte get a crack at Wilder before Fury? If you agree, say yay in the chat. I think Boxing Jedi, I think you say yay.
Yeah.
I say yay. So direct it to the chat.
Aaron Mason says, "Fuck Fury. Whyte is ranked higher in WBC."
Well, yeah. I mean, even just on a purely mathematical basis, you see number one, you know what number one means.
Yeah.
And that number one is attached to Dillian Whyte.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is massive. This is massive. Look at the people. Talk to the people. We need to. Well, I need to start getting active on Twitter and them things, man. Are you active on Twitter, Boxing Jedi? Keep coming in. Are you active?
Yeah, I go on the Dean Brolic, BROLIC 1013. Dean Brolic 1013.
Well, when I get active on Twitter, we'll hook up and I'll try and get some mass campaign. Try and get a mass campaign going on Twitter or on Facebook and those platforms. Yeah, keep the answers coming in. So listen, it's a groundswell of opinion. Yep. This question has never, to my knowledge, been asked before in an open forum. Does Dillian Whyte deserve to fight Deontay Wilder before the Fury rematch? And the answer is a resounding yay. Resounding yay. Let's go through the answers. Forget Fury. Whyte is ranked higher in the WBC, says Aaron Mason. Loma King, yay. Shiz Biz, yay. Before Ortiz and Fury. Even before Ortiz.
Yep.
Red Glove Militant, yay. Ask Sparks, yay. Toby Bartlett, yay, yay, yay. Red Glove Militant, Whyte objectively deserves the shot more than Fury. Damn. Get this smoke. The LDBC guy, he doesn't want to see his boy Wilder get knocked the out. So he says nay. He says, keep that boy.
Are you serious?
He says, keep that boy, keep that white boy, Dillian Whyte boy, away from Wilder. Keep that Dillian Whyte boy away from Wilder.
Wow, Wilder Protection Pro, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Protection. Yo, if it was easy work, Wilder would have picked Wilder. If he was a cherry, Wilder would have picked him a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about the biggest cherry picking heavyweight champ we have in living history in Wilder.
Oh man.
The biggest cherry picking champ I can remember in living lifetime.
Wow. I remember when my American heavyweight champion would fight the fucking threat. And when we said fight him, he would fight him.
Which one? Yeah, anyone. Any one of them.
Shit. Yeah. Let's see. George Foreman at 45.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Evander
Holyfield.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Especially Evander Holyfield, especially Lennox Lewis.
Especially under, we're not even going to talk about Larry Holmes.
Bro, even fucking James Buster Douglas, whose first title defense he lost it
Yeah.
to fucking Evander Holyfield, still stepped up to the
But he
threat.
still
Like,
stepped up. He still stepped up. He never picked the cherry.
Jesus Christ! Oh
Never
my
picked the
goodness!
cherry in those days. In those days, you do the cherry picking that Deontay Wilder's doing now.
Oh my God! And I have to tell you, my fellow boxing brothers, that there's a lot of cunnilingus on your plate these days.
Mm.
Can I get an amen? Jesus
Amen.
Christ!
You think this cherry picking bonanza Wilder's doing would be acceptable?
Not at all. Oh my goodness!
That wouldn't even be possible, much less acceptable.
No way.
It would not be possible. It would not be tolerated. But standards have slipped so far that people are accepting the cherry picking. It's not just Wilder's doing it. Let's be fair. Let's look at Fury as well. He's guilty too.
Oh yeah.
I'll give him the first two cherries when he came back. I'll give him those. I'll let him have those first two cherries. But the third cherry, this cherry?
Yeah.
No, sorry.
No. Yeah, no, that was uncalled for.
No, that's totally uncalled for, unacceptable, and what do you call it? Intolerable. Intolerable. You know,
it was gross.
It was a gross abuse of his position, a so-called position, a so-called lineal. Gross abuse. But you know what? I think we've come to that time, Boxing Jedi. We've come to that time. It's time of the show where I do the final roll call.
Yeah.
I do the final roll. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pick out some comments here before I do the final roll call. Let me see if I can pick out some final comments here.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all my boxing friends.
Yeah. Undisputed lineal. Toby got him. Ortiz was not ranked number 1 for 2 years before they ordered the mandatory. Ranked number 1 for 2 years. Ortiz was ranked for number 1 for 2. Well, why was he ranked number 1 for 2? What are you trying to say? Well, obviously, Wilder should have took that fight, or the WBC should have ordered that fight if he was ranked for 2 years. Obviously, that they tried to age him out. Then your boy tried to age him out. So if he was number 1 for 2 years, and Wilder fought him when he was 39, then that means he should have fought him when he's 36. Or sorry, my maths is bad. 37 and a half. Yeah, we all know you got to put 10 years on Ortiz's age. We all know that. So really, he should have fought him when he was 47 rather than 49.
So that means that after this fight, Luis Ortiz is going to have to apply for Social Security.
Luis Ortiz is going to have to resit his driving test. He's going to have to reapply.
He's gonna have to get himself a whole cup of Metamucil every morning.
Yay! He's gonna need stem cells, my friend. He's gonna need stem cells.
He's gonna need a cup of water every night for them dentures.
Hey, he's gonna need some lemon water for them dentures. Keep them clean. Put a little bit of soda water in there. Red Glove Militant, dressed up like Apollo Creed does not warrant a WBC title shot. Listen, and before we go, we know why they prefer giving a title shot to Tyson Fury over Dillian Whyte, because we know that Tyson Fury pretty much cannot knock out Deontay Wilder. Whereas on the flip side of the coin, we know that Dillian Whyte could potentially knock out Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, correct.
So the question is, who was the last? And I'll ask this question to the chat. The last question to the chat. Who was the last young, high-ranking knockout artist who was also a decent boxer who fought Deontay Wilder? That's the question to the chat. When was the last time Deontay Wilder fought a young, knockout artist who was also a good boxer, decent boxer.
And while you guys are thinking about that,
Yeah.
Raphael's Combat Radio has been brought to you by Depends Diapers. That's right. If you're Luis Ortiz, you've got to get these Depends Diapers at your local pharmacist.
Yeah, 100%. And Aaron Mason, I think Aaron Mason said, asked to repeat the question. When was the last time Deontay Wilder fought a young, high-ranking, decent boxer who was also a knockout artist? And the clue is R. Sparks has already answered the question. Allowing the people, I'm allowing the people to populate the area with their responses. I know the answer, and R. Sparks knows the answer. Red Glove Milton says that's a toughie. R. Sparks gives the correct answer straight out the park. He said it's never happened.
To be fair,
yeah,
I'm gonna advocate for the Wilder cock lickers. For the Wilder cock lickers. I'm saying though, he fought Jennings. Jennings is young. He fought Jennings.
I don't know. I don't know if Jennings fits the criteria of a
he
young.
Fought Bermain Stavern twice.
My gosh, Jim, Bermain Stavern. I think I would have beat Bermain Stavern the second time. You know, I would have gone up there against Bermain. Down, just run around the ring for 3 minutes. He wouldn't catch me. Then boom, boom, bing, bang, bing, bang, bosh, bing, bang, wallop, bing, bang, wallop.
To this day.
So people have populated the area with the chat. And where's our Sparks? Our Sparks, it's never happened. Wilder has never fought a young or relatively young good boxer who was a knockout artist. She's biz. It never. Aaron Mason. Fury ducked the rematch. The division doesn't wait for Fury shenanigans. 100%.
100.
Red Glove Militant said that's a toughie. Yeah, it is. It's a toughie. We'd have to go back into Box Rec and let us do that, just that. Let's go into Box Rec and I'll share it with you. Let's go into Box Rec and I'll share it with you. Box Rec heavyweights. And I've done this so many times, it just comes up automatically.
Aaron Mason, I think, has the best answer here. He says he got knocked out at the Olympics by a young, unbeaten boxer.
Aha. Where's the share button? Let me share this. Don't be selfish.
And he says the guy's still unbeaten.
The Russian guy.
Yeah.
I've heard about that guy. And he's right. I think he is still unbeaten. Am I sharing? I think I'm sharing.
Yep.
Right. Deontay Wilder. Let's go into Deontay Wilder. Active. World Boxing. What is it? World Boxing Council World Heavyweight Title. Deontay LeSean. I didn't know that. Did you know that? LeSean. Deontay LeSean Wilder. LeSean.
Oh, yeah?
LeSean. The Bronze Bomber.
Shanene?
You do the nay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so don't know if you can see it well over there, but Dominic Breezel. Dominic Breezel does not fit the category of a young, good boxer. Well, he kind of does. He's not a good boxer though, because remember, there's 3 criteria. Young, yeah, he's youngish. Good boxer? No, he's not a good boxer.
He's not in his 20s.
He's not a good boxer. He's not a good boxer. He's a plodder.
Mm-hmm.
But he does knock people out. He can knock people out after they battered him. That's too late. That's too late with Deontay. You can't get battered by Deontay. If you get battered, he'll knock you out. Give a man his due. He punches like a mule kick if you stand in the way.
Yep. That's about
Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is relatively young, but he is not, and he's definitely a good boxer, probably the best in the heavyweight division, up in contention, But no, he's not a knockout artist.
He look like a fucking earthworm on steroids.
Yeah, earthworm on steroids. Luis Ortiz, he doesn't qualify just on age alone. Just on age alone takes him out of the equation. He's not young. He's far from young.
He looked like a fucking silverback with arthritis.
Silverback with bad knees.
Yep.
Should have got them stem cells.
Definitely.
Romain Stavern the second time around. No, he what is he? Did he even qualify as a boxer?
He looked like a fucking drunk koala.
You look like a drunk koala. That's not a boxer. Koalas can't box. I've been told that by my Australian friends.
Yep.
Gerald Washington, relatively young, novice boxer. Only been in the game for a few years.
That's Craftmatic who?
Yeah.
Washington? Yeah. Gotta lay down. Yeah.
Lay down. Chris Ariola, what the hell? I don't know what category he fits into. He ain't young.
Chris Nipples, yeah, he got a helmet for a nose.
That nose, man, that's like a humanities. No,
yeah.
Like humanities. Arthur Spilka, young, not a bad boxer. He's just average. He's Mr. Average. So he doesn't qualify. We're going back to Johan Duapas. We're talking about some kind of light heavyweight guy, cruiserweight guy.
He swims inside a pea soup. Yeah.
Mr. Mr. Average.
Yeah.
Eric Molina, he's had his good days, he's had his bad days. He's not a young, good boxing knockout artist. No. Romain Stavern, the first time around, he was just a Mr. Average again.
No, he was a coked up koala at that time.
Jason Gavin, what the hell? I mean, it's getting worse now. It's getting worse. It's going from bad to worse.
Oh, yeah.
Going from bad to worse. Now we're talking about Jason Gavin. We're talking about Malik Scott. Malik Scott. What? Nothing can be said. What is this? Nikolai Furta. Who is this? Some light heavyweight, some Lithuanian guy who, average, Mr. Average Lithuanian boxer.
Journeyman.
What the hell? And then this guy, Stefan Lacha, I can't even pronounce that. Audley Harrison before him. Come on, man.
Wait, he sound like somebody got to spit.
Yeah, you gotta, he's just going through this reminds me of how terrible his resume is. It is utter, I hate to say this, but it is utter garbage. I don't want to say garbage, but it is utter garbage.
Everybody knows Wilder's cherry picking.
Terrible. It is utterly terrible. Let me go back in this chat, see what's going on. She's busy. Resume full of pies. What terrible. Yet Schwartz is high enough to fight Fury. Double standards is unreal. Yeah, Schwartz is good enough to fight Fury. What? Let me stop this sharing because it's coming like a prism. It's coming like a prism in the chat now. The pictures. Resume full of pies. Who was the young KO artist Whyte Fury AJ faced? Well, AJ faced. What do you mean? AJ faced Whyte. Whyte is a KO artist. AJ. So yeah, there you go. There's your young. You want us to go into? Okay, you want us to go over to AJ? Fair enough. Let's go over to AJ.
You might wonder why.
Let's go over to AJ. That's no problem. Let's go over to AJ. Where are we?
Oh shit.
Andy Ruiz is a highly respected guy. He's young. He's had his fair share. How many knockouts has he had? Continue to cite. Where's his record? There we go. 22 KOs. He's had 22 KOs out of 33 fights. That's reasonable. He's fought for a heavyweight championship title before against the respected Joseph Parker. That's respectable. So, any which way you want to cut it, Ruiz is a very respectable fighter. Alexander,
no matter how anybody puts it.
Yeah.
The fucking Wilder fucking nut huggers are gonna have to realize that AJ was fighting more threats and more credible opponents, man, and more younger and more, competitive fights, man. You
Cannot be
know, people.
denied. It cannot be denied. So he fought Ruiz, lost to Ruiz. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. He fought Alexander Povetkin, highly respected, never been never been knocked out, never been knocked out. Alexander Povetkin. No, he's not young, but he's a highly respected. And matter of fact, Alexander Povetkin may have the best resume in heavyweight boxing.
Yeah, he's been with them. Yep.
He's up there. He's up there.
Yep.
Joshua's got a shout out as having one of the best resumes in heavyweight boxing.
Yep.
So Alexander Povetkin, not young, but a KO artist and Olympic gold medalist, an ex-WBA world champion. So that is a highly respected guy. Joseph Parker. We go down to Joseph Parker, young. Let's go into his record. 25 fights, 19 KOs. That's respectable. That's respectable. 25 fights, 19 KOs. Highly respectable. Only had 2 losses, and those losses were to Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte. Highly respectable. So once again, we got 3 highly respectable fights there. Shizbiz. I mean, get the smoke. You asked that question, get the smoke. So who was before Joseph Parker?
You can lick my balls.
Who was before Joseph Parker? The respectable Carlos Takam. A respectable, solid top 10 back in 2017. You know, in 2019 now. 2019. He's had a few cracks since then, but respectable. What was his record? His record was 36 fights with 28 KOs. Respectable. Tough guy. Respectable. Who was before Carlos Takam? Vladimir Klitschko. Talk shit about that.
And that right there at the time, he had the awesome resume. He had the ultimate resume.
Oh, come on. I mean, Vladimir Klitschko, people say, the naysayers say he was on the couch for 2 years. No, he was not on the couch for 2 years. He trained for 2 fights with the so-called new lineal Fury, and then Fury dropped out on him twice. So where's the chat? Where is the chat? Because this is for you. This is for you. Get this smoke. This is all for you. Get this smoke. And the new people in the chat, please hit that like button. I really hate to have to remind you, but please hit that like button. So get back into this thing here. Where are we? The box rec. So yeah, Vladimir Klitschko. So Anthony Joshua has been fighting respect. You see the contrast in resumes between Joshua and Wilder. Yep. Joshua is fighting back-to-back high-ranking, respectable fighters. To the point where you might have to say he may have one of the, if not the best resume in heavyweight boxing right about now. Anthony Joshua. Arguably the best resume in heavyweight boxing right about now. Let me go back into the chat. Let me stop sharing for a start. That's for sure. Parker is a good man. He's a good fighter. Heinrich Schmitz likes Parker. Yeah. Get this smoke says you change the parameters. Well, you can still have the parameter there in place, but when we look at AJ's resume, we find out that it's packed with both the young KO artists and older KO artists.
Therefore, there was no parameters changed.
No parameters were changed, my friend. What we found out was that not only did he fight young KO artists, he fought veteran KO artists also.
There you go.
That just strengthens the argument. And moreover, what we found out was that he was just fighting back-to-back top-ranked opponents.
You know, what's funny to me about these Wilder fans is that, they're always looking, instead of pushing their man, like, look what he says. Yeah. See, this is criticism coming from somebody that just finished saying that they didn't want Wilder. I mean, they didn't want Whyte fighting Wilder.
That's right.
But yet, Joshua fought Wilder. I mean Whyte, and knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah,
So
knocked him out.
how are you going to even try to talk about AJ and then try to put Wilder on a pedestal that he don't even he hasn't even taken those big steps yet? Fuck out of here with that, bro.
Taking those steps.
Yo, I would love to debate this dude, son.
Well,
Like, what's up? Like, yo, what's up? You want this smoke? Want this smoke?
Yeah, we tried to get him on, but next week to get this smoke. I mean, next week come with your computer, not your phone, because you're trying to get on with your phone, and that don't work.
Bro,
it really works. Really works.
He got that Obama phone. That's what it is, bro.
you gotta go and you gotta get a laptop from somewhere, bro.
He's still rocking the Obama phone, son, and he got a fucking just one. He got a whole man. His Wi-Fi's on welfare, bro. Bottom line.
Ross Clot is in the building.
Ross Clot, MOBC, what's going on, baby?
Ross Clot, you need to smash the like button, baby. You need to smash that like button because I'm keeping a note of these things here. I know where it was before. Smack that like button, folks. All these newcomers, we're closing up. We're closing the show, but there's still time for you to smack that like button in the temple.
Word up.
Oh, good man, good man. It's just gone up. Respect to that. Respect to that. Respect to that. It helps with the visibility of the show. But just like Boxing Jedi was telling, get this smoke. How can you, on the one hand, say that Windmill Wilder, shouldn't fight Dillian Whyte? And on the other hand, you're criticizing AJ for fighting young KO artists and old KO artists and all top 10 guys. Solid. Pablo Diablo up in the building. Yes.
Pablo.
Smashed it on the way. And look at this thing now. This is respectable. This is respect. Look at the like button. That's respectable.
And now, they even took back their dislike. Thank you.
Somebody, Tommy Temper took back his dislike. Tommy, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. But yeah, this is respectable now.
So Get This Smoke is the type of dude that says Wilder's the best, but I don't want him fighting Whyte. Joshua ain't shit, but yet Joshua defeated Whyte. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, you see, the thing is this. You people playing around with the like and the dislike. That's all right. It still counts for something. It still counts for something. You see, you guys like Get This Smoke. What you should be saying, if you're a true fan of the sport, is a true fan of the sport would be saying, I want my guy, your guy's Wilder. I want my guy to fight Whyte. I want him to fight Joshua. I want him to fight all of the top guys. That's what that's what a true boxing fan would say. I want him to fight all of the top guys. You would be saying I want him to fight Whyte because he's my mandatory, and he's been mandatory for 600 days. You would be saying I want him to fight AJ. That's before he got messed up by Ruiz in the Madison Square Gardens massacre. Yeah, before that, I want him to fight Joshua, and then since he's been beat by Ruiz now, and then you say I want him to fight Ruiz as well. As a true boxing fan, that's what you would be saying. For a man to be telling me that he doesn't want his guy to fight a guy who's been his number one mandatory for 600 days, what is that? What is that? What category of fan is that? Get This Smoke. Riddle me that.
Yup. I hear crickets.
I hear crickets. I'm sorry. I hear crickets. Get This Smoke. Pure crickets. Whyte has never. Oh, okay. You see semantics now. Playing again in semantics.
What do you say?
He said Whyte has never been mandatory. So semantics.
Oh my gosh.
He's number one. He's been number one for 600 days. But instead of focusing on the fact that the man has been number one for 600 days, you go to semantics and saying he's never been mandatory. Okay.
No, it's not even semantics, Raph. Yo, I just broke this motherfucker's case wide open. You said 600 days. Yeah. That means that he just started being a Wilder fan then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because any Wilder fan would have known this.
Come on,
That
man.
means you just started being a Wilder fan. Oh shit, bro.
Oh man. You said you get this smoke says, as a true boxing fan, I want the rematch to clip. Listen, forget about you're talking about a rematch that shouldn't. You're talking about a rematch of a fight that shouldn't have happened in the first place. You're telling me that you want to see a rematch of a fight that shouldn't have happened in the first place. Fury was number 7.
How do you try to make a pay-per-view and try to make an excuse to fight a fucking King Kong Ortiz 2 for no fucking reason, bro?
Is he talking about King Kong? I thought he was talking about Fury, but you're right. He's talking about King Kong. He's talking about King Kong. Yeah. Is he talking about King Kong? What does he say?
I think that's the only rematch you see Wilder in right now. Ah man, yo, how do you do that? How do you have a first fight that you almost get plugged the fuck out and you needed help coming back into the 8th round, right? And you guys are standing behind that like a bunch of lamb chopped motherfuckers, and then now you want to come with this bullshit? Are you kidding me, bro?
He's
Bro,
telling me
rappers with my left or right hand, bro.
So he's telling me that he's talking about Fury. Well, that's even worse. Well, that's so. What about Ortiz? Get this smoke. The rematch he's having now. So you're saying you want him to see have a rematch and then have another rematch after this rematch?
Fury said, "Fuck Wilder. Wilder don't bring no money. I'm tired of filling all the seats and doing all the work myself. I'm going to fight the one who has the more money. Fuck him." That's exactly what. Bro, nobody's looking at Wilder seriously, bro. Wilder's a fucking joke said by an American fight fan since '84. Motherfuck Wilder. And I'm sorry, Raph. Let me know what I owe you on monetization for cursing. But it is what it is, kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? To this day. To this day, he's Beyonce, son. And why is he ducking a 43, 44-year-old Shannon the Cannon Briggs, for Christ's sake?
This is crazy, yo.
Champ. How could you duck him? He told you in your face, bro. He said, "You Beyonce Wilder," and they gave you those belts.
This gets worse from Get This Smoke, because Get This Smoke is saying he's talking about Fury, not Ortiz. So that means he wants the Ortiz rematch, and then he wants the Fury rematch after that. So then by that time, it's gonna be like, what's it, 600 days now? It's gonna be like 900 days. That Dillian Whyte has been number 1 ranked WBC, and Get This Smoke is telling me he's cool with that. Because if you're saying that he wants the Fury rematch before the Whyte fight, and the Fury rematch doesn't take place till next year, so how many days is that going to be? It's going to be like 2 years. It's going to be going on like 2 years. That's like 1,000 days.
Yo,
1,000 days.
He's waiting for Dillian Whyte to change his last name, kid.
He's waiting. Dillian Whyte's going to end up as old as Ortiz.
Yo, Red Glove, yeah, man, you never should have let Wilder that 25 mil, dog.
Oh man, this is beyond. Yo, get this smoke. Get a computer, my friend. Borrow, lend. I'm not gonna tell you to steal, but get a computer and get your hangouts ready for next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Get a computer for next Wednesday. That's 7 days, bro. That's 7 days. You couldn't care less about Whyte. Whyte is the number 1 ranked opponent.
He couldn't care about him so much that he cares that he doesn't fight Wilder.
This is terrible. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. You want Whyte to be there for 2, 3, 4 years. This is totally out. This is just out there, man.
Yo, Aaron Mason, I agree with you, bro. Avengi's bitch. Wilder's Avengi's bitch, bro.
Oh man, this is terrible. This is absolutely. If it's food, why don't you eat it? Get Small says Whyte is food. If it's food, why don't you eat it?
Exactly.
That's food. Eat it then. Eat it then. Because that's a massive fight over here in the UK. That's a stadium fight.
What I tell you, Ralph? What I tell you about the pom-poms and the Wilder's the man, but he won't fight Whyte.
This is beyond ridiculous, man. I cannot believe that. Listen, over here, Jay Cotto, over here, we want our champions to fight the best opponents out there.
Right.
But it seems like these Wildettes over there in the States, they're cut from a different cloth, my friend.
Yeah, you know what's fucked up though? You got some over there too, bro. You got some Wilder agents over there too, bro.
We got some Wilder agents over here. We got some double agents.
Yeah, it's bad, man. This Wilder infection, bro. You know, Return of the Living Wilders.
We got some double agents over here. You're right. We got some double agents over here.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. It's like the number one thing for these Wilders fans to always run to. He's undefeated. He's undefeated. All Wilder's gonna do is go for that Marciano 50, 49-0. He's gonna try to break it with empty title defenses, bro. Even though he can't match it up because he's got a draw. I'm just saying it's still worth something if he goes past that. So, you know what I mean?
He's exploited by the historians.
Yeah, that's it. But the historians are gonna shit on him though because he's gonna have a plate full of nobodies.
He's gonna get absolutely slaughtered. He thinks he's going for that number, that 50. He's going for that number. But what he doesn't understand, I was just watching a documentary. I was just watching a documentary on what's this? The cast said Bomb Squad. Yeah, man, Bomb Squad. Yeah, that's right, Bomb Squad. I'm glad you're proud of it. So I was just watching a documentary on Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yeah,
and the historian in this video documentary, they was going through his resume one by one, and they was telling you about the quality of opponents. What Wilder and the Wildettes do not understand is that on the day of reckoning, the quality of his wins will be brought up, and it is going to be shameful.
Right.
Utterly shameful.
It's gonna be bad, man. And all these guys that are waving pom-poms now, just like they did Mayweather, just like they did Andre Ward, they're all gonna fucking shit on him and look for the next guy. Look, they're shitting on Crawford because Crawford is not down with any of that propaganda. You know what I mean?
Right. That's right. The day of reckoning. The day of reckoning for the Wildettes, when it comes, it's going to be, you're going to turn your heads and you're going to deny. You are going to deny your king. You're going to deny.
And let's get one thing straight. Me and Raph and everybody else are not praying for his downfall. We wish the brother to be successful.
100.
We just want him to be successful in the right way, bro. Fight the way everybody else did, which is hard.
Yes. Take on those challenges. Take on the Whytes of this world. Take on the Anthony Joshuas of this world. You should have took on the Klitschko. You should have took on the Klitschkos of this world.
Look at Kaz. Look at Kaz. Wilder just fought two top 7 guys back to back, and is fighting them back to back again.
Again? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
What the fuck is he fighting Wilder for? I mean, a Fury for again? Why? First of all, why is he fighting fucking Ortiz again and making it a pay-per-view like it's gonna sell out? None of you guys, and I guarantee none of you motherfuckers even buy the pay-per-view. You Wilder fans don't even buy his tickets to go to see him. Like,
nobody's gonna buy the pay-per-view. Nobody's gonna buy the pay-per-view. He's gonna get Ortiz gonna get knocked out earlier.
Yeah, and you know what? Look. What did he say? While AJ suffered from a cherry pick gone wrong, my man.
At least
you lost to a drug. You lost to a crackhead Fury.
Yeah.
And they had to hold your man by the hand.
Yeah.
In order to give Wilder the victory. What are you talking about, Castina?
You know, this is what made Wilder run like a beat up.
You got the right one, baby.
Ruiz ain't no bum. That's
crazy.
Was rated higher than Ruiz 84. What does he say?
Wilder, anytime, any place. Wilder, the fight must be in the USA.
Who said that?
Heinrich says.
Oh, Heinrich. Wilder, anytime, any place. Wilder, the fight must be in the USA. Anytime, any place. The fight must be in the USA.
And you know what's funny? When you got fight fans that are even saying, "I'll fight Wilder," whether they're talking shit or not,
Yeah.
You ain't never hear none of that shit in the times of when heavyweights were actually fucking menaces and threats. Like nobody even dared say, "Oh,
No.
he can't fight," or he
No.
put. You can say it now though,
Yeah, you can
because
say
they're not doing nothing. Exactly. Like why I laugh at Wilder when he tried to say, "I'm the baddest man on the planet. Everybody's scared of me." Meanwhile, everybody's calling him out and he ducking.
ducking, running under his mother's frack tail.
My man wearing skirts, taking Illuminati orders.
Wearing skirts, wearing lip gloss, wearing man, it's just beyond belief, beyond
Bro,
belief. But you
I'm
know something, guys. You know something, guys. It's getting late over here. We've gone to midnight, so we're into tomorrow now. We started we started off on Wednesday, and now it's Thursday. Tommy Temper's gone in invisible mode. We've been blessed to have the great Jay Cado with us.
No
It
doubt.
was a lovely, lovely affair, but all good things must come to an end. So, guys, it's the final roll call. It's the Aaron Mason. It's the Shola Ebofin. Show Deontay's dress. It's the celebrity trial Cass, who has come to grace us with his presence. So that must mean something. When Kaz is taking time out of his day to come, it's the Ars Sparks, it's the Red Glove Militant, it's the Heinrich Schmitz, it's the Pablo Diablo. Everybody keep on writing your name so I'll give you a shout out. Everybody who's still in the chat, say something so I can give you a shout out. I'm not scrolling up anymore. I'm just calling the names that I see before me. So make your final statements. It's the Red Glove Militant, it's the Ross Clot, it's the Heinrich Smith, it's the R Sparks, it's the Shola Ebofin, it's the Kaz, it's the Get This Smoke. Yeah, man, peace out. I mean, us Get This Smoke, we rip on you a little bit, but I do appreciate the fact that you keep coming back. It's the Loma Key. I do appreciate the fact that you keep coming back and you kept it civilized this week. You was a bit cheeky on Monday. He was a little bit cheeky with Boxing Librarian on Monday, but we had a little chat and we straightened out that, and you stated your points whilst keeping it civilized.
No doubt, but yo, Get This Smoke. If you want your ass broke, you can come see me, the Boxing Jedi.
You just keep on coming on in here and expressing your points in a civilized manner, and it's all good. It's the whole monitor extraordinaire. It's the Aaron Mason. Hold on. Have we only had 2 whole monitors in here today? Was it just Aaron and Tommy? Where was Ped? Has Ped been in here? I don't remember seeing Ped. But anyway, it's the Aaron Mason. Much appreciated for your work, my dear friend. It's the Heinrich Schmitz. I appreciate that. Raphie's a decent bloke. I appreciate that. It's the Red Glove Militant. It's the Get This Smoke. It's the Toby Bartlett. Big up to you, Toby. Thanks for participating in our lively chat. It's the Pablo Diablo. It's the King Loma. It's the Aaron Mason. Tommy Tempers. I don't know. Is on AWOL. And John 56. Much appreciated. And let me just express my appreciation for the Boxing Jedi for spending this time with us.
No doubt, brother. Thank you for having me, man. No doubt. Check out my channel, The Boxing Jedi, man. I'll be live tonight at 9 p.m. with my man, the Star Wars dad, John. We'll be ripping politics apart. So if you want to diss any politician or whatever, man, come see me on my channel tonight, man. Thank you, Raph, so much, brother.
Most appreciated. It has been another great one. Anybody who has not smashed the like button, now is your last chance. It's the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. It's the Boxing Jedi. It's the live boxing talk with Raphie. It's the people. It's the guests. We make it happen. We keep it entertaining over here. It's the freedom of speech.
No doubt.
It's the live talking. It's the beats. And me and the Boxing Jedi and all the people in the chat who participated. It's much appreciated. It's good night. And
good night.
Stay blessed.
Hashtag come back to boxing, y'all. God bless.
Hashtag Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. We are out.